Disrespect, guys. The disrespect you get for being broke.
Imagine, let me give you this example. You're in Kwasha, right? And then there's a gathering. You know, when you're that Mkwasha that does not have money, bruh. You're the Mkwasha who's going to Kunotema Uni.
Bro,
let's go there.
They're gonna
you're the Mkwasha who's going to be Tema Uni.
You're the one who's going to buy these drinks.
Yes.
And I not try to create data.
What I said was that the problem is us as young men, we go around looking for beasts, of the field, wild animals to then bring into our homes. Yet we were instructed to find ourselves a helper, someone who adds.
Now wait, are you saying we're looking for?
Yes.
So in other words,
you're saying
don't look for a beast.
Yes.
Look for a woman.
Yes. A helper.
What is a beast? What?
That's
And the reason why we have most women that desire certain things from you is because maybe they lack those things at home. So now the pressure is now on you.
Clip that.
No, I don't.
What's Gucci? What's Fendi? What's poppin'? Brand new whip. Nah, fam. I just updated. Now, this episode is very special to me because it's actually chilling with the boys. As you can see, the face is back. He was like, I want more. And then these are two new faces. This is not a new face because he's always behind the camera.
New face.
But
For the first time.
oh, okay. So before we get into it, we're at Illuminate Media. I'm sure we know we've got canvases. Shop number 26, Bada Center in Gweru. You always gotta, shout out to Illuminate. The owner himself is behind the camera.
Shout out to the landlord.
Yeah, the landlord. Oh, landlord. Watanga episode. Anyways, gentlemen, in Rugufara, especially this one. Let me tell you, this guy, it was so difficult. Especially this one. This one was the most difficult to get because he was but
not that difficult.
It's been months, and we finally got him. So we will make sure that he uses time wisely. Then we've got this man, the pastor. We call him the pastor. And then they see him, man. Anyways, but okay, let them introduce themselves, gentlemen. Who wants to start?
I think Mr. Heritage can start,
They know me. They need to know you first before they.
Okay.
Plus, you need to save the best for last.
Humble much.
Okay. What's your name?
All right. My name is Blessing Nyasha Kunaka. I'm a system. I do system design and analysis.
You've got boffins in the house.
Yeah, not like that. It's not that deep, bro.
I love how he's speaking. It's like,
come on. Basically, that's why I live in Gweru. I've known most of my life, especially these guys. So.
And then the man, the pastor. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, what's your name?
Okay. My name is Theodore. I'm just gonna stop at that. But people call me Theo.
Yes.
Hey, you went.
They want to know what you do.
What do
you do?
Nah. Okay, yes. What I do. I'm a biologist.
I told you we've got boffins in the house.
I love photography. But I'm not on the level as our landlord, but yeah.
Shout out to the landlord.
Landlord, shout out.
I think, and like Tep said, the most important thing for me is I'm a servant of God. So yeah.
I'm Fundisa Tower. And then, you sir, what's your name?
My name is Sia.
Yes.
Former Mr. H. Zimbabwe. entrepreneur, diesel plant feeder, athlete, rugby player, etc. I think we can just stop there because we've got boffins in the house. I'm just,
Yeah. No, don't worry.
Biologist.
He's gonna get into it when he's gonna get in my clips for him. This is a special episode, as I said, because for those that don't know, those that are new to the channel, Chilling with the Boys is about having conversations with gents, like how we have it. So all these gents, I know them. These are people I talk to daily. So the chats we'll be having, it's just now putting it out there, and also being able to monetize, because to don't go feed down Murio. So
we need to eat.
We need to eat. So what better way of eating by talking about things we already talk about, and then getting cancelled here and there, but eating in a Bentley. So anyways, gentlemen, I think it's best to have our chats. Today's chat really is about so last week we talked about pressure, right? But now I want to talk about, as gents, like the pressure that we feel as homies, like general. I want to ask this like this: what are the things off the top of your head that you feel pressure? Just general, like maybe just name 2 or 3 things max. So I'll start with him because I know you're gonna so we're gonna go like this. What pressure, Mr. Kuna?
When you say pressure, like what do you mean?
Like as a man, dog. Like
okay, as a man,
do you feel like, do you have pressure about money, about dating, about being the best looking? I don't know. What's the pressure?
Like for me, I'm not gonna cap. Yeah, when I wake up in the morning, the first thing I think about is, am I gonna be able to fulfill what I was born to do?
Ooh. Woo.
That's deep.
Like,
hey,
that's.
I'm not really gonna lie. Those are the things I really think about a lot. Like, of course, we all have money is always gonna be an issue, relationship, whatnot. But for me, like especially like growing up, you have a whole list of things you've always wanted to do, and then there are also things that like you prayed about and you prayed for, and I think about that almost every day. Like in the morning, like when I head out today, when I come back, am I at least gonna check something off? Or when I die, who am I gonna be when I die? So yeah, so that's
so for you, are you going to fulfill your dreams, basically?
Yeah. What else designed? Exactly. I think purpose is better. Like what else designed to do? Because I don't think I was designed to just make money, because God would have just built an ATM. You know what I mean? And there's just money coming out. I open my mouth and there's just money coming out of my mouth. You know what I mean? There's obviously something deeper in me that has to come out from my life. You get what I mean?
Than just squalor.
Yeah, than just money or just being fruitful and whatnot. So that's definitely something that I really think about a lot.
Okay.
Like that, yeah.
I have more questions, but I want to hear, Theo. Pastor Mfundis. Let's keep quiet.
You need to respect the pastor,
Yeah. For me, it's similar to what Blessing just said. I just wake up and I'm like, when I leave this earth, would I have made it better than when I came? Am I just going to be another person who left their footprint on the earth, or would I have at least done something to leave it better than the way it was before?
See, Pastor, so it's like he rehearses his stuff, bro. The composure.
Is crazy.
It's like he's media trained.
Bro, and I've been doing the podcast. He's been behind. Man. I need some lessons from Pastor. Okay.
It's an art.
And then Mr. For my heritage.
Guys, this jogged my mind. Whenever
That's the thing, I was about to say something simple like money.
Exactly.
Money.
Because you can think about purpose, but then when someone asks you a question like that, you don't, Sorry.
Our cameraman is Yeah. Anyways, yeah.
You,
Continue.
No, it doesn't have to be deep. Like mine was,
No, do you know what-
simple in
you
a
know what?
sense.
guys, purpose is one thing, right? But then when you look at
I'm
it,
sorry, guys.
hey, the cameraman just left, but it's fine.
Yay! Anyways, yeah.
But yeah, you know what? Purpose is something that you look into, but when you get asked that question, you are so quick to jump to the earthly things. I'm sure everyone thinks about, what they were meant to do on earth and everything, but we never dive into that. But personally, when we come back to, just the things of the world, I'll go with finances. And there's yeah. Because at the end of the day, we need to make money. We need to make money
Shatrisha.
because we need to make that money so that, well, maybe you're supposed to make the money so that you can fulfill the purpose. Yeah. Now,
Ooh, that's yeah.
because the only way you're going to be able to give is if you have. Are you willing to work hard enough to, have the money to give or to provide? Because we're the providers at the end of the day.
Okay, no, that's true. But then there's some people who, even when they have, they don't want to give.
Well, maybe, now that becomes tricky because, with people, it comes down to how you were raised, etc., or how you make the money. Because, with growing up, some people just make the money, spend it with ladies, and until they get to a point where, like, like this time they're just chowing my money. So now they can't give even to people that actually need. They're like, what if they misuse the money? Because, well, they just bumped into people that misused the money.
Okay, for me, before you guys get into it, I don't have as much smart or intellectual answers as these lots.
Yeah, she's the chartered accountant.
Imagine. For me, I want to simplify it. Money and relationships. There's a pressure.
Yeah, relationship.
Okay,
And I'm kind of piggybacking on maybe what Sia said. That dude, I want to lie to you. And we've had these chats, man.
Yeah.
Do you know the pressure of, as a gent, you have to make it.
Yeah.
You have to, make money. You have to provide because the respect you gain, not just from women, because a lot of times we
From
talk about
society in general.
from your own family, dog.
Okay, can I ask
your own mother, your own father, your own relatives,
Yeah.
your own people.
Yeah.
Well, have you seen when you go to family functions, bro? The one that doesn't
they
have
scan
money,
you, yeah?
they'll be like, no, let's wait for
Ice boy.
Mr. Kunaka.
No, it's
Let's wait for Mr. Kunaka.
No,
That time Mr. Kunaka is the last born in the family.
Yeah.
No, we need to wait for for him because then there's you, the shopkeeper who makes $100 a month. People don't have that respect. Now I want to lie to you. For me, it's a big issue. And then even in the dating pool, you're supposed to make sure you've got things done. And remember, guys, we're
Just throw
African.
something, yeah.
We're Shona men. Dicks, Shona. Shona, dude. Okay, yeah. Yeah, he's half and half. You don't just take someone's daughter as well. There's lobola.
Hey, there's that.
You don't do that just fulfilling my purpose and you have to.
But Majai, what does making it look like for you personally? What does making it look like?
Making it?
Yes, what does making
Okay,
it
in the
look
world, making it looks like.
No, for you personally, not in the world. For you. For you.
for
For
me.
you
Yes,
as an
we're talking about
individual. Personally,
Okay,
yeah.
for me, firstly, making enough money to take care of the
What's
people
enough
around.
money?
Or if I can pay rent, if I can get groceries, if I can take my kids eventually. I don't
So-
have kids yet.
Yeah. So is it like $800? Is it like a thou?
Okay, in
like-
Zim, let me put a range of maybe 1,000 to 2,000 bucks.
Okay, $1,000, $2,000
Per month.
So I know. Hey,
Yeah.
what if I told you I know how to get that money, but we need to go to the mountain for 3 days and sleep there, and then while we're there, we're gonna cover ourselves in blood and whatnot, and then 3 days later we come back and then we make $1 million.
Okay, no, I'm not doing it.
Why are you not doing that? But you want money.
No.
Because what?
That's when we dissect. That's when.
At the end of the day, don't we want some money?
we need to
Because I know some guys, that we can go to.
there's people that are not even sleeping in their mansions that they built because of that. people that are not, married because of that. But we're talking about a genuine, straight life where we're saying you need to work to be the provider that you are. So I think from where he's coming from, he's saying, well, we need to make, maybe 1,000 to a 2.5 per month, to be sustainable in Zimbabwe.
Okay, so are you saying there's a morality thing to it? The way that I make money, I need to be at least morally correct.
Yes.
In terms of what I need to do.
Yeah.
So making it according to what you're saying is I need to at least make, let's say, 2,000 grand a month.
Yeah.
Morally. Where I feel like, okay, this I feel comfortable,
with the money
And
that
I'm not doing illegal
I'm not
deals.
doing anything illegal.
Yes.
Yes, I think we need to clarify on illegal.
Yeah.
Yeah, because there's legal, illegal
Yeah, I
deals.
think that's what I like that.
Guys, we know. Don't make me. Don't make me go.
Now the bus is jumping.
No. Wait. When you now see your money telling you can't give it to anyone else, you can't sleep in your house, you can't go to a certain place, I need one of your toes, I need this, I need that. That's
The toes thing.
that's no, that kind of money,
Exactly, because you
No.
don't want to be doing things that I'm not comfortable, dog. I don't want to be doing things where I'm like, what if I'm approached at night by like some ghost or something? I don't know. Like I want to know. Okay, I'm an accountant
Tapio,
that's
don't
not
you
stealing
think, yeah?
money, and I'm making my guala.
Don't you think that's where we're headed though, as a society? Like we
exactly.
can,
We're already there.
we're there. You get what I mean? So what's stopping you? Because we want to be there.
What do you mean what's stopping you?
No, exactly. What's stopping you from
What's
doing that?
what's stopping me is that, I was raised by parents that have that moral compass, and I never got the pressure. I am going to, go to see some voodoo and do some voodoo stuff, and then come back and be, rich. Like, your moral compass, it's not programmed.
So clearly the
not.
desire for the money is not as high as someone else's. Because let's be honest, we are privileged enough to sit where we're sitting. There's someone that doesn't know what they're eating this evening. You get what I mean?
and
So
this is what I'm saying.
we're in a totally different
Nyasha, this is what I'm
situation,
saying.
yeah?
There's a person who's not getting like literally anything.
Yeah.
Yes.
Tonight-
CEO's back. He had a bit of a break.
I think we need to have two shots. Yeah? One of us and then one of back.
When
Yeah.
you're
you know what I mean?
CEO, what are we talking about, ladies? When you're CEO, you see?
Everyone just comes, yeah?
Eh?
I also down with you.
But Nyasha, like I was saying,
Is it still recording?
Yeah.
Okay.
I also down
Because
with you.
there's people that tonight they don't even know where they're going to sleep,
Yeah.
what they're going to eat, but they didn't do that. That's a moral compass.
Exactly.
And then there's
Exactly.
people like us where we know we're going home, we're going to have a warm meal, but we didn't go there.
Yeah.
So I think it comes down to one's moral compass where we're saying, why am I not going to do that, that voodoo stuff so that I make, 4,000 a day
Yeah.
plus?
meal,
Having the
bro.
snake money, bruh.
A meal, bro. Like a meal in your
No, but then
But then, I'm not gonna lie. If I was to ever see that dog, I would scared.
I will disown you. I don't know you. You just hear me. I know. Just later.
No, but you know what, Tabs? The thing is that you just don't know these people.
Yeah.
Oh no, they're around
But
us.
they're
Yes,
there. They're
They
around
could
us.
be around us.
Yeah.
Exactly. You never know.
You never know.
We don't know how you bought all this equipment. We don't know.
Go. Udari zinge. We Dylandas, dog. Our Dylandas.
No, we mean the microphone. No, we keep, we know. He's been working hard.
No. Also, me, I've not been working hard. What is this?
Let's see your progress from 2 years ago. The moment you can provide that in Zoom, either we're arresting you or
Hey.
but if there's one thing that someone told me, until people say you're not doing food, until the moment people start saying, you know what, Gift is doing food, then he doesn't have enough money. Because, well, in context, I'm just saying that people will start, putting you there when you're working hard enough. If your moral compass makes sense, you might be working and making 3K a day, like working proper.
Yeah, properly, yeah.
People that just don't understand, but like, Nyash is now.
No, but then see, we can kind of track. You know, there should be at least some evidence. The problem is with our generation is, I'm not gonna lie to you, our generation is probably the most self-centered, narcissistic generation to ever live on this earth.
Yeah.
Because we want things
yeah, that's
now.
very true.
We want things now. You get what I mean? And the now pressure is coming from Instagram. When I get on Instagram and I see Sia's a model. I'm just some guy. I don't know what Sia goes through each and every. Sia's having he there's some decisions that he makes every day for him to have the body and the look that he has that I'm not doing. But I want that kind of lifestyle.
Yeah.
You get what I mean?
Yeah, I
so
get
the
you.
thing is, we want to have the things that other people have, but they've kind of worked. Like, we're talking about people who have integrity, like people that have done the things properly. They've done things for 10 years, bro.
Oh.
And we are off starting off. We've probably been in the game for maybe like 6 months.
And now you're
But
comparing
Ukutuna
yourself with that person.
Ukutuna too fast out. Lord. Why
Boys,
don't I have that?
We go for you every Friday.
Why don't I have that whip?
You're
Why
just
don't I have
talking about
Range
that.
Rover, dog?
You know what? There's people right now, especially in Zim. You know, in Zim, mining is a big thing.
Yes.
Man, neta nukunye pera ma mine.
Sure.
Like,
CEO.
Thank you. We need to say cheers. Which there's this Fanta, the Sprite here. Guys, I should just give you that.
Anything.
Okay.
Anything. Give this to Yes. CEO. But cheers. Wait.
to illuminate.
This is how you know some people are Power Rangers. This is how you know. Yeah, they've clearly shown themselves.
No, he's one.
Well, I'm gonna say this at some point in my life.
Wait, how do you know? Wait.
He also just popped with his teeth.
No, cheers.
Cheers.
To illuminate.
Yeah.
To illuminate.
Yeah, to illuminate. Yeah.
I want CEO.
What's up, man?
The mic is. Yeah, just make sure. Sorry, our
We're
mic is-
having another technical glitch.
nothing. Yeah, just speak through the mic.
Speak through. Are we back?
Yeah, we're back. Anyways, the
But
reason
guys,
why.
before you continue, can I say Coke tastes so much better and yeah, man, what in Dinde.
Facts.
No.
Facts. I don't know if it's the bottle or it's the ingredients in
What are you
that.
saying?
It's called marketing. It's
No, it tastes so much better. Yeah.
Make sure you tag, Coca-Cola Zimbabwe
Coca-Cola.
or Delta
Yeah.
If you want to sponsor us,
every episode.
we don't mind. Trying to feed the family. Shout out my girl. We're trying to feed the family.
Wow.
Are we?
And now there's me. There's Singu.
Crickets.
Anyways, the reason why I really wanted to have this episode, it's also because the truth is, guys, I don't know, man. And we've had these conversations off air. There's just so much pressure. I hear you were talking about there's people that are now comparing you. You're 25, 26, 27-year-old guy. And you're being compared to a 40-year-old Wicknell. You're being compared to someone who's gone through the process
Yeah.
that you are about to get through. And even in the dating scene again, you're now scared. There's a guy who once said to me, bro, I'm scared to get into a relationship. Like, genuinely.
Honestly, it's scary.
Because imagine I'm expected to do so much. And I'm only like 26, for example. What do I do? And I see that's like the biggest pressure. And mentally, the things that we go through, guys, I don't like, even me, the days when I'm just like,
Because you know what?
am I gonna make it?
As as a young guy, if I can put it like that, you will sleep late, grinding, be depressed at the same time, but you wake up tomorrow and start grinding again and again, so that you just make it, so that you become a part of that 1% you get. The guys that are just making it in life. And then you get into a situation where you now start, you date or you get into a relationship with a hand that does not appreciate.
That's the worst.
Wait,
That's
Before
what we live in.
that, I also want to add, also the wrong family members don't even help in that kind of situation.
that's a this is
No,
Griff's territory, but no. Explain.
I'm not saying family doesn't help. That's why I specifically said the wrong family members don't help in that situation. Because there are those family members who add to the pressure by saying, "Kosia se usiri kuita zviri sekuru ningi," or what's being done by let me just shout out a random name, George. And George has his Raptor, he's doing the gold stuff and whatnot. They're your own family, but they are already adding to the problem. They're not being part of the solution. So that's why I said, also bring it closer to home. There's some family members who are not in your corner, unfortunately.
With you, I think it all comes down to competition. Even growing up, your parents would be like, I don't know, Nyasha, you're number 1, you're number 30. So it's always been about competition with some family members. Yes, competition is good, but when it's overcooked, even in your life, you're just competing. Nyasha buys a Raptor, and I'm like, why am I not driving a Raptor?
And remember, the premise here we're saying, this is from a place of being a man, being a gent.
Yeah, but let me
And that comparison.
Let me give you this, guys. Let me give you guys this question.
Yeah.
Was it ever supposed to be easy?
It's never supposed to be easy. Honestly.
So is the complaint coming from that it's harder now than what it used to be then? Because I feel like, let's just talk about our Balis, our dads. Sorry, they probably had it a lot harder than us, but there were clear pathways. They
Exactly.
knew that when I went to school and I worked, I'd get a house, a car on loan or whatever. There were clear pathways. For us, it's different. They made sure that we went to school, we were well fed, whatnot. But what we went to school for right now in the economy that we're in is not really, valid, or it's not really working out as much as we wanted to. So it's not that it's harder now, but it's just the pathways to getting that is different.
And my biggest issue is there's not enough grace from everyone else, whether it's your family members or from a dating scene, again, from people you date, to understand that, especially in Zim, as a Zimbabwean man, that pathway is harder.
It's now harder.
It's now harder because if someone understands that, then they give you a bit more room to breathe. They give you a bit more room to
navigate your way.
navigate your way. Imagine now it's like, bro, you need to be buying me the Raptor. Bro, you need to be taking care of us, buying us a new house, making sure.
Besides that, Tabs, I feel like as a
And
generation,
you disrespect, guys, the disrespect you get for being broke.
imagine, let me give you this example. You're in Kwasha, right? And then there's a gathering. When you're that Mkwasha that does not have money, bruh. You're the Mkwasha who's going to Kunotema Uni.
Bro,
Let's go there.
they're gonna
You're the
make you
Mkwasha who's going to be Tema Uni.
You're the one who's going to buy these drinks.
Yes.
And I not try to create data. I have
And then there's Nyasha. He's got the finances, he's there. He's the guy who's going to be making the decisions, bruh. Just because his money, even if, no offense, even if you're daft, you're going to be making the decision just because you have the money. And these decisions, sometimes they don't even include money.
bro.
That's how bad it is. That's how bad it is. And, as a generation, I just feel like most people are just lazy. We don't want to work. We don't want to work.
Wait. I disagree. Is it? I don't think we're lazy, guys. Guys, do you understand how difficult it is?
It's difficult.
I know, do
It's
you know how
never
many
going to
guys
be
I
easy,
know
chaps.
that are always putting in work, bro? Every day. Yeah? Hustle.
I think what Sia was alluding to is it's hard work for an extended period of time. Tapiwa, like an extended period of time.
Like, can you be consistent?
Consistent, yes. It's the consistency.
You have the endurance to,
Yeah.
work hard until you make it.
Honestly, I've seen enough, guys. Guys, let's bring it down to it. Do you know how many guys we see on the streets
Yeah.
selling airtime, blah 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 blah, all
Yeah.
that stuff? These are people that are consistent.
And,
They're working.
and you know what? The reason why they're going there every day is because it's making sense for
Yes.
them.
For them.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then there's someone who just, sees Gift at Illuminate and be like, well, I want to be like Gift. And then they do it for 2 weeks and then they're like, it's hard. But you don't know the process that they had to go through.
So are we saying the problem is guys are lazy these days?
Yeah. Personally, I feel like people are just lazy.
I think lazy is it's a harsh word. I just feel like it's consistency over, and it's patience.
Yeah,
I
there's
feel like
patience also.
it's just a
Who's
lack of
not
patience.
patient?
I think
The guys or the people around?
everyone.
Okay.
Because remember, we live in a social media space. You get what I mean? We live in a social media
Oh,
space
yeah,
where
no.
things it's a bubble. Like we're in a bubble where, guys, if we want to see what's happening in Brazil, we just need to Google it. You get what I mean? That's
Yeah.
how fast information is happening so fast, and that's how we want life to go by so fast. You get what I mean?
Because we're living
So,
in a very fast digital
world. Yeah.
So now we're just,
everything.
even in real life, we're like, well, if I work today, I want to buy a car tomorrow, buy a house
Yeah.
in a space of 3 months. And it doesn't make sense.
And-
Because,
Guys, I blame envy, guys. I'm not even gonna cap. I blame envy. Envy is the biggest thing that's killing our joy. Because
Yeah.
when you open up Instagram, bro, and you're seeing some football player who's your age doing crazy
I know
things,
this,
Younger-
that's just,
younger
it's
than
hard,
you.
bruh.
Yamao.
like, and then you're just there. You don't even know
And then you're
why
asking
you're
yourself,
here.
like,
and
what am I
everything.
doing?
Like, what am I doing? You get what I mean?
But
So-
that then comes back to, because we are in Zim, we're in Africa, our path becomes harder.
yes and no, Majai, because there's some people that are still making it and they're from Gweru.
Some.
Yes.
What is the percentage?
Yeah, but
As
I
compared
think
to
it
them.
goes back to mentally. How do you form yourself mentally?
Okay,
Because you
so,
know-
okay, now then comes a question. So how do we make it out? How do we, do good for ourselves, find our purpose,
Okay,
like
well,
what you're saying?
personally, I
You
think in terms of finding our purpose, that's a very, lengthy topic. But in terms of making it financial, I feel like in Zim, we just don't support each other. That's the truth. We don't
Facts.
support each other.
That's a fact.
You know what times
Is it about supporting?
That's a
it's,
fact.
it's
yeah.
about
Okay,
it's
give me-
partly it's
break
about
it down,
support.
yeah.
I'll,
Break it
I'll give you a very
down.
good
Break it down,
example
yeah,
of this
yeah.
podcast, right? Like you will find that the people that you talk to on a daily basis are not the majority of your viewers. You have your authentic viewers, people that have never met you, but they just enjoy what you do. But you count the number of people that know you, that have seen you post that the episode is out, and they just click through it. Those close people, the people that you brush shoulders with
Facts.
on a regular, bruh.
Facts.
Bro, can I say something? Sorry.
Facts.
This one actually touches me when you put it like that. You've got homies, you got friends, you've got family. That would be like, I'll be like, yo, watch, And then you find out they didn't even, maybe if they did click, they just opened, then they went, or they didn't actually consume the content. But then you find some person that I don't know. Like that person that then messaged me that yeah she that person, she doesn't, I don't know, but she appreciated, because she was like, yo, I really want to be involved. And I'm like, bro, you don't get this from people that you're actually close to, people that are actually your friends, your family, the people that you're around. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
I personally, I feel like, the reason why we have the Atiperis progressing, the Magics progressing, it's because they just supported each other and created a community where, as podcasters, etc, and other things,
Yeah.
sometimes it comes down to that.
Yeah, no, but guys, remember, it's your responsibility for your dream to come out.
wait, what do you want?
You kind of have to.
The portrait there. This one. I know CEO, I will
Yeah, I know lenders. I know lenders. I tell
sorry
I tell
podcast.
Basa.
Varushanda.
Like your dream, Majaya, is this podcast needs to blow. So no one else is gonna believe in that dream other than you. And it's only when you get to let's say 100K views is when your mom is gonna be like, Saka Jacques Buddha.
Exactly.
Jacques Buddha. No,
Exactly.
but it's your responsibility, and that's the patience we're talking about. If you don't wake up every day and think about, guys,
you
I
can-
need to
you
make
know
sure
what,
this
Nyasha?
dream
But
comes true.
Zuripa too, because
Guys.
I'm supportive towards the podcast, right?
Yeah.
But at the same time, you know what? Tabs is putting in the work. Yes, you progressively grow because you're now getting more viewers, blah 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 blah, right? So now you're putting the extra effort. But what I'm saying is, imagine we go to church on a Sunday and Friday together, we heat up coals, and you don't even just watch 30 seconds.
Oh, like, okay.
That's the support we're talking about.
30 seconds is too little.
within the clique, within the group.
Exactly.
Like, watch 5 minutes, even if it's critiquing. You know, shout out to my homie Nico. I'm mentioning his name because I know he wouldn't mind. He was like, yo, because he's a busy guy. He's in the UK right now. He texted me. He's like, yo, dog, I actually watched I just finished watching this episode with this the 18-year-old, and then you're saying what everyone's been saying, like, no, I love her. I hope university or college, college doesn't mess her up, you know, because you know how it is, you know. And then he's like, no, but tomorrow, because I'm not going to work, I'm actually gonna watch the previous episode. I'm talking about the ones I dropped like 2 years ago. And he was, and I do you know how I knew he watched? He mentioned something specific that was like midway. I had even forgotten because I last watched, like, it's like 2 years ago. It's like, bro, that story you're talking about, I remember that hand because it's a story we all know, right?
Oh, yeah.
About there was a hand that basically rated guys. That she said,
on the thing.
no, she rated all the guys she slept with. And she was tagging them like she was
Literally.
a woman can be evil.
No, this goes back to what I said, that a lot of the times charity does not begin at home. It's lacking.
Yeah, I feel like
Because no, because
very
I agree with both of you. I agree with both of you because you yourself, you have to put in the grind, but then the people outside should not be, like you said, narcissists who only want to come in when the
it's
table
making
is full of food. They should be
Exactly.
there, you know, like if you
Through the
need a pinch of
process.
salt, add a pinch of salt. I'm still coming with the salt shaker. I'm still in the mine hitting the raw salt, but your pinch of salt can help me along the way. That's why I agree with both of you, because we cannot put it on one side.
And also, like, another thing, I'm talking about support, like he's talking about little support. It's just like here at Illuminate, you know, Gift, our landlord, he's also going out of his way to be like, you know what, let me record. By the way, I'm actually using his phone to record. Shout out, you know.
Hey, you're using his house.
Rent rukuya.
Hey, and now he got us drinks. That's so much support.
And then they had to cancel him. The guy who doesn't owe anything to. Come on. No, this is a good man. But you see, it's those small things. Even shout out Audrey.
Should we plug him? He's single.
Oh, are you single?
He's 24.
He's
24-year-old CEO, single. Are you searching though? Are you searching before I finish, you know, the advertisement?
Hey!
Single and searching. Yeah, we will not get into his finances.
So even Audrey, she even texted me, I think like last week, and she's like, no, I don't mind hosting your podcast at my place, no problem. You see, it's those small things. Even the slightest thing. Last week when we recorded our episode, we found out she couldn't move it from my laptop or because we didn't have a cable. The technical glitch, guys. Podcast yato shoot behind the scenes, bro.
It's crazy. Man. It's crazy.
Do you know there were clips? I was like, dog.
Yeah, bro. I don't know if we'll be able to get it.
No. But don't worry, I'll get a clip. I'll get one. There was so we were. There's a statement
From the past.
from the pastor because our topic until we were transitioning, Kuti, you know, things can be difficult where we make money and even getting to make things and even support from system from
Yeah.
people. But then our topic transitioned because
Very fast.
very fast because we're now talking about the whole thing about
Relationships.
relationships within that relationships, and then there was a specific. Wait, what are you saying? Wait, wait, please just in terms of dating, and how it affects that pressure of making money and stuff. What was it?
Yeah, I think we need context. Yeah.
Yeah, context. Yeah.
Because this one,
So I shouldn't just say it as it is.
I think. No, say it. No, say it. Then you give the context. It's because.
I know. You know what, guys? You know what? You know what?
No, I'm not scared. Okay.
I was never scared.
What I said was that the problem is us as young men, we go around looking for beasts, of the field, wild animals to then bring into our homes. Yet we were instructed to find ourselves a helper, someone who adds.
Now wait, are you saying we're looking for?
Yes.
So in other words,
You're saying
don't look for a beast.
Yes.
Look for a woman.
Yes, a helper.
What does a beast look like? What?
That's easy. So for context, if you are wondering where I'm getting this from, I'm not a false prophet. Let me be straight about this. Go to Genesis 2. If you're lazy to read the whole chapter, just start at chapter 15 to the end, and you get what I'm talking about. See, a beast is what I would call a female who is either a subtractor or a divider. they are subtracting from your life. Worse off if she's a divider, she's taking way more out. What a woman is now, she's either an adder or a multiplier. I don't know if you get what I'm saying.
No, I personally I get it.
Can you read that verse so that we understand where you're coming for those that?
You have your.
Yeah, let me. pull it up.
Can you pull it up? Okay, so back to the negative side. Someone who is a subtractor, they are in this relationship with you and don't have an end goal in mind with you, because for them you are a resource they can get things out of. So they're subtracting from you and subtracting and subtracting. Now the worst of a divider. A divider who is very crafty in their dealings. They'll be with you in this relationship, but what they take out is done in such a way that okay, let me give the example of, let's say you have a small business, you're trying to establish yourself. They'll be like, oh no, baby, can I be the receptionist, or can I help you out, so that it grows. But they know themselves, they just want a soft life, they want something cushy where they can sit, eat money. And unfortunately, at the end of the day, they'll be either stealing from the till, they'll either be wasting resources. And by the end of 6 months, you've lost a business and you're in a relationship that is toxic and going nowhere. That's a divider.
The divider.
Right.
And now, I'll be honest, now I'm scared. Because, you want to grow with someone, be together, establish things, establish systems, but until you realize that you're with a divider.
Okay, let him read the verse.
Okay, yes.
This is difficult.
Yeah.
Dating is going to be hard for me, guys.
Yeah.
So, for the context,
Yeah.
this is Genesis 2 from verse 15. And I'm reading from the... Yeah. I'm reading from the NLT. It says, "The Lord placed the man in the Garden of Eden to tend and watch over it. But the Lord God warned him, 'You may freely eat of the fruit of every tree in the garden, except of the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. If you eat the fruit, you will surely die.' Then the Lord God said, 'It is not good for a man to be alone. It is not good. I will make a helper who is just right for him.'" See, a helper. So the Lord God formed from the ground all of the wild beasts and all the birds of the sky. He brought them to the man to see what he would call them, and the man chose a name for each one. He gave them names, yeah? He gave names to all the livestock, all the birds of the sky, and all the wild beasts, but still there was no helper just right for him. So the Lord God caused the man to fall into a deep sleep, and while he slept, the Lord God took out of him the man's rib and closed up the opening. Then the Lord God made a woman from the rib and brought her to him. At last, the man exclaimed, "This is one of my bone, flesh of my flesh. She will be called woman because she was taken from man." So because of time, I won't go into the rest. But like I said, the difference between a wild beast and a woman.
A wild beast. A wild beast.
Let's keep it straight.
To a wild beast.
Yeah, let's be honest here. And this is not to offend anyone. But as young men, if you are just chasing your passions, to be excited,
I need them to
just,
not hear you.
kunakira. That's when you unfortunately pick a wild beast. Yet you are supposed to pick a woman who will be a helper.
But
for
I
you.
need your help there. Personally, I think I do. Because
You need a wild beast.
no, I don't need a wild beast, my guy. No. No, I don't need a wild beast. What I'm saying is,
Uh-huh.
how now do I differentiate a wild beast from, the multiplier and, the person that's adding value into my life? As much as you read something, in the world that we're living in, we have these people that will give you this.
False.
Yeah, exactly. This
No, I see where you're going with that question. In the vetting,
the vetting process.
in the
Yeah.
vetting process, right? The problem is most guys, and we spoke about this, they want to be flashy, they want to present themselves as Prince Charming and give a nice impression just to keep a girl around. But the thing is, from the get-go, if you yourself as a young man have a plan and a goal, hit the ground running. Start with those hard conversations.
It's always the hard
Yeah.
conversation.
Because that hard conversation will either scare her away
Scared the beast away.
or wake her up to see that she's not being brought into a situation from Jolo or fun.
I
This
know, I
is serious
understand.
business.
Yeah, I totally get where you're coming from. Yeah. So
No, okay. Okay, so just for another context, because guys, we had like a long break, like a good 30-40 minutes. Why he was talking about the beast and the woman. It's because he was saying, because Andy was saying we have pressure as gents and trying to make it, and sometimes it then gets into dating, and then he's not saying. So now, even when you're dating, you need to also be with someone who understands this pathway. Because I remember you were talking about pathway and the systems. You need to know that if you're with the right people around you that support you well, i.e. in this case dating. Imagine if you're with a beast and not a woman. It's going to affect you.
So in this case, are you saying the woman is the helper, is your helper, or is that what you mean? Like, and the beast is someone that takes away from you, and the woman is the helper. That's what you mean.
Exactly. So basically, though that was the context. We're not saying women are beasts, but some are. That's the thing.
what did you just say?
No,
Did you just say women are beasts
no, because at
and
least
some are not?
basically that's what we're saying, that some have tendencies of beasts.
It's okay.
No, don't cancel me. I'm just saying. the same as men. There's some men that are men are dogs. when you know,
Or some are, some are not.
some are not. They are because men. There's some things. That I'll clip myself with this one. But even within the conversation that we were having, you guys were talking about something about investing. Was that?
Yeah.
And you're saying that it's still hard for you to invest at the same time to get your. I'm trying to make sense of what you guys are saying. To invest, but at the same time make it work, auntie.
Yeah.
So okay, so that's when I was like, okay, so what are we supposed to do? Because I believe landlord was like, savings, it doesn't really help. And you are saying, with
Yeah, saving doesn't
and
work.
you are saying that it helps. So what do we do?
I think it depends per person. Because in the examples that we gave, the guys that say that savings don't help, they had different situations from the guys that said savings do help. If you have dependents and you have people that depend upon you, and you have a working system that works for you, and you're able to make money and have decent cash flow and still save, then do it. But if you feel like you're saving and you know you're not saving and you have decent cash flow or whatever, and that's working for you, and you have no dependents, then I think you should just go for it as well. In my case, I feel like if you can, just save, just for any day, because you never know what might happen. In terms of saving, I would even recommend investing in a return on investment of like 3%. Invest in something that gives you like 3% yearly or every month or something. You know what I mean? Invest if you're getting $100 a month. Try and like save like $10 or $5. Because you never know, there might be a day it comes, something crazy happens, and you might need that money. But of course, like I said, to each their own. We all have different systems that work for us.
We have different systems.
So yeah, so that was my point, basically.
Now I'm like,
Maybe someone else can say from the other side.
Well, from the other perspective, we're just saying, what's the point in saving? Because if you want cash to circulate, if you want to make more, it's a matter of reinvesting. Especially when you don't have a lot of priorities. Like, for example, just investing in assets. Like, assets, when we're talking about assets,
you don't have a lot of priorities.
Yeah, especially when you don't have a lot of priorities.
Okay.
The least you can do is, reinvest in assets. But assets, we are not talking about, houses or whatever, because maybe you don't afford that. We're talking about these small things, a camera, a generator. Reinvest in something that will give you money even when you're not working.
Okay, what happens when I do have a lot of priorities? What should I do there?
When you do have a lot of priorities, well, from a personal perspective, it comes down to, having those priorities, right? You now need to say, well, yes, you can save up for those priorities because they are there. But, with people, it's different. Someone will say, rent at the end of the month is a priority, but someone will just say, you know what, for me, for now, let me just, put the money into circulation. If I'm going to make more, I'll make more. If I'm not going to make that money, let me tenderize that asset. I'll sell that asset, pay that rent, but still, when I get money, I'll reinvest it because that's the system that's working for me without, the priority.
but isn't that risky life though?
You know what? No risk, no reward. That's what I say. No risk, no reward.
I think that's fair.
I'll be honest with you. It's because,
mentality thing.
Guys,
chaps, this is what I'll say.
Guys,
I don't lose.
let's-
I learn.
Can we define that and say there's a calculated risk?
It comes down to people.
Because there's some risk that is stupid.
No, we're not talking aviator risks here. We're talking proper risks, bruh. We like I said, we're boffins in the house. Don't it's a matter of, as much as you can call it calculated risk, we're talking about a risk where that what, me venturing in this will give me money. If it doesn't give me money, I'm learning. But you venturing into an aviator risk,
Then
you're not learning anything.
like mining and stuff like that. Is that an aviator risk?
No, it's not. That's a calculated risk.
All right, can I deepen this conversation?
Sure.
Right, we are talking about legacy, right?
Yeah.
Every man in here wants to have a legacy at the end of it. What is the perfect route
to having that
well,
legacy.
before you go anywhere,
Yeah.
we can't all have a specific route. You have your route. Theo has his route. Tabs has his route. I have my own route.
Okay.
In this moment in time, we all don't know our route, the route that
The
we're going.
routes, okay.
Maybe you're going to have to take 10 steps back to go back to your path.
Okay.
Like maybe you saw your path and be like, no, man, this is not me. But that was your path.
Okay.
So I feel like it comes back down to what we're saying in the first parts of the episode where we're
Yeah.
talking about purpose. The moment you find your purpose, you're going to find the route that's leading to your legacy.
So it goes back now to living a purposeful life.
Exactly.
So in whatever that you're doing, if God has told you as a design, because how I think about it is, God has designed me like a Louis Vuitton like shoe.
yeah.
The only
Louis?
way. Come on, Louis.
Huh?
Come
Why
on.
am I wearing red bottoms?
Bro, come on.
Because I'm covered
Who
in
would-
the blood
Come on.
of Jesus.
Someone preach. Yeah.
Well, now Tabs is becoming the pastor, and now the pastor's quiet.
It's rubbing over. I'm telling you.
Tabs is coming for your job, my guy.
You know how
Yeah, but up until that shoe consults the designer. Designer, why am I here?
You know
then
what,
the designer tells that shoe.
Nyasha,
This is what.
You know what? As I think I'll put it like this:
Yeah.
as a generation, and as men, I feel like we are so far off from, having those difficult conversations with the designer. Because you know what? I believe, especially in the African culture or the society, most men don't pray.
Yeah.
You are always protected by the prayers of your mothers,
Of course.
not your fathers.
Actually, that's
Facts.
true. That's true.
Facts.
That's true.
Not your father.
Yes.
So why don't we become the generation that's like, well, as much as my wife is praying or as much as my girlfriend is praying, why don't I also, become that spiritual? I don't know if is it designed in us or what?
It's because it goes back to the main purpose of this conversation. You're too busy worried about the pressure. People don't care about you if there's no results as a man.
Yeah.
Whereas with women, you could still not have results and still be prayerful and whatnot, and people don't pay attention as
But
much.
I also understand where Nyasha is coming from, where without that very purpose that we're talking about, you can't also achieve whatever you want to achieve in the,
And the way you're
estimated or
created
exactly.
to achieve.
Because you know what? Without the manufacturer in this equation, you might not even make it as much as you're working so hard.
No.
Tabs. I'm not gonna lie. I would like to classify. I feel like most men, I'll include myself even, have an identity crisis.
Yes.
We don't know who we
even
are.
know.
We can go outside and ask, hey bro, who are you? He'll give me 20. No, I'm a businessman.
Let me say
I'm
this.
a-
Did you hear yourself?
Yeah, of course.
When you introducing yourself,
Yeah.
because now I'm just questioning myself. I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm all these multiple things, but
Exactly.
who am I?
Who are you? Who are you? So
Where does it come from? Why do we have a...
because we attach who we are fundamentally in society to who we are, or what we do,
What we do to who
fundamentally
we are.
to who we are.
If I am at Illuminate,
Yeah,
I turn into the environment.
yeah.
Illuminate.
To illuminate.
Exactly.
So everywhere you go, you
Everywhere you go, if you're at school, people that know you at school, people that see you here,
Yeah.
you're two
They're
different people.
That's actually
Yeah.
true, actually.
Yeah.
Shout out
People,
to school.
people that see you at work, and then someone was shocked when they saw me in a dirty way. So I'm like, dude, is this you? I'm like, yes, this is me at
Yeah.
work. I'm grafting, but at work they see a totally different me. But I feel like you need to have that base and that foundation where you feel like, as much as I'm at work, I feel like my purpose is to serve God in
But
this
this
way.
is why there's just so much pressure. as
But
Jen.
don't you think the pressure is coming from the enemy though? I don't want to turn this into a super religious thing, but I
Yeah.
feel like the devil has done it in such a way that he's covering what you're supposed to be going through by all this tugging. He's like, someone gave an example of someone tugging at you going forward, and then there's a tug pulling you back. And at some point, you don't even know which direction you're supposed to be
You're
pulling.
stuck in between.
You're like stuck in between.
Oh no. Because definitely the devil. Oh no, the devil is playing.
But
We also don't wanna.
if there's one thing that I've realized,
sometimes you're just lazy.
yeah, sometimes people are
Sometimes
just
you're
lazy.
the devil. You know what I mean? No, metaphorically. Guys, come on.
Satan.
You know what?
Get away. Get away.
I've realized something with us guys, you know, with us as men. The one thing that tempts you the most, you should actually look at the opposite of that. If let's say you have a temptation in terms of, you know, gambling, which means at some point you are meant to be in a specific field that requires you to have money. But now you're just in the wrong field because you feel it that, you know what, I'm supposed to be making money by doing something. But now in this scenario, we're looking at it from a perspective that the devil is not tempting you with something different, something that accelerates the process of you. Hey, the landlord made money.
CEO behind the scenes was talking to a client.
Flashing a $100
Yes,
bill in our faces.
It's like,
I like that.
Flashing a $100 bill in our faces. It's fine. We're making money.
like you guys have pressure.
What
Not me.
Hey, the CEO was like, you guys are making money. Oh, you're facing pressure. What pressure? But it's like you get tempted by the things that are actually supposed to elevate your life.
Yeah.
But now it's like it's accelerated and it's coming in from the wrong direction. You get, if you're supposed to make money through a specific model, and then now you have this addiction or this temptation to say, well, gamble. Have you ever thought, why am I being tempted to gamble? What's the opposite of that thing
That I'm supposed to.
that I'm supposed to be doing? So with every temptation or with every addiction, I think that's where initially you'll find your purpose there. Personally, that's a personal experience. So I will
So
say
is
that.
that how you became Mr. Heritage? Were you doing the opposite of what you're?
No, with Mr. Heritage it's different. You know, I believe as a man you're supposed to be able to do multiple things, but
Hey.
at the same time I also had my fair share of an addiction, which is something that, you know, I worked past it. That's why I'm comfortable talking about it. Like I was a gambler like that.
Hey.
Like when I talk about gambling, I mean I was a gambler like that. I'd make $200. The first thought that I'd get was, you know,
Let's spin it.
why not just, you know, go gamble it? And then Otoshiga to an extent where you gamble $200, but you don't even have 50 cents to go home. That's how bad it was.
Yeah,
like
that's-
every
that's
dollar
bad.
you're making,
That's bad.
the first thought that you have is gambling. But you know, the Lord has his ways of working. I eventually got over that, but I will not talk about that in detail because
That requires a whole new episode.
I don't want to talk about the people in, you know,
Oh,
included.
you don't incriminate.
No, it's not incriminating. You know, the help.
Oh,
The help.
You know,
exactly.
As
you
we've
know.
been talking about all these things, it's something that Blessing and I have also spoken about on our own. That something I see, or we see, that is sadly lacking is fathering or discipleship.
Why does the pastor, he just drops dead?
Like the composure, dog. Like and you're holding gyms like this. And
Let me be honest with you, Theo. That one is too personal.
No,
Okay,
okay.
It's a conversation that's good. I know you're not going to dive into it, but that one just is hard for
I'm
even
just
for
saying.
everyone who's listening.
Yeah.
yeah.
No, and when I say these things, what I love about myself is because I start with myself. Because many of the things that I've had to face, I saw that there was something lacking at home. And it's something that I had to then work through because there was a lack. Either I was part of the problem or there was something that wasn't given to me as information to help me along a certain path.
by a father.
Yeah, by a father. And when I say father, it could be your biological father.
Or a
This
mentor.
is for all the father figures, mentors, older brothers, uncles. People were supposed to at least tell you that, okay, when you're walking down Main Street, if you drive in the center of the road, you're going to hit parked cars. You know? Something like that.
And then I'll get back to what Tabs was saying. Those people are not in your life because now they are hustling so that they feed and do all these things. Guys, ish.
You see now. Can I take it a step deeper? I mean a step higher.
Go
Sorry.
deeper, Papa. Go deeper.
And the reason why we have most women that desire certain things from you is because maybe they lack those things at home. So now the pressure is now on you.
Clip that.
No, I don't.
Let him explain.
No, I totally understand you.
Do you get what I mean?
Yeah, personally.
So now the pressure is now on Sia. Sia just graduated from uni. You get what I mean? He's looking for a job. What he meets a girl. These guys fall in love. But because at home she knows, shucks, man. Like my mom went through it. My dad was absent. I need to make sure that I reverse that burden. She's gonna go up to Sia. I need you to have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And she might do this consciously or even unconsciously as well. And now that pressure is on Sia to overperform just because of the hole that was left in her heart by someone that was supposed to father. Like, do you get what I mean?
We go back to
And
the
you see now
concept
we're
of
now back to your question. Why do we have so much pressure? And that's probably why. That's
I
a
think
foundational.
that's like
There's
the
a foundation.
base of the
Yeah.
whole thing.
It's a foundational level. Like,
Wait.
but I'm not attributing that. I'm not saying, hey, we should blame fathers.
No, let's not point at our fathers
for our
in this thing.
situation or whatever.
Yeah, let's
but
not point
I'm
fingers,
saying
but yeah.
also in society, we are someone's father. In society,
You have a kid that's looking up
Yes,
to you.
up to
You have a
you.
sibling
Yeah.
that's looking up
Exactly.
to you. You have a neighbor who's
Yes.
saying, "Well, when I grow up, I want to be like Tabs."
Yeah.
You get. So I feel like
So wait.
that's like the base of the whole.
Wait. So it's fatherless behavior.
I know, no Tabs. Don't put
Why
it
you
like
have
that.
to make it like
Don't put it like that, bruh. Don't. This is about clips. We don't want to do this for the clips.
this guy.
But Nyasha,
Whoever's watching this, you have to make sure you watch properly.
because you know, Nyasha, I personally understand you.
No, but that was deep.
Because you know what, when you look at it in society, right? It comes down to that. Most even guys, you know, there's this traits that we have, that we I think I should put it like this, that we're not supposed to have, but it's because those people were never there. We never had that uncle. We never had that neighbor. That was just like, you know, naturally. I feel like back then it was better where even the next door person would discipline your child. Now you can't discipline the
That's a whole other chat because now we're in the generation where even the next door neighbor, whoever, they can't discipline
Exactly.
your child.
They can't even tell them what to do.
Whether a boy or girl, because now you can get arrested. Like
You
said.
it comes down to abuse, blah blah
But
blah.
I,
What is the solution now?
yeah, sorry, yes.
Like,
Oh, yeah.
we base it more on what is the solution. Like, as a young gent, you are noticing this about yourself. You have this fatherless behavior.
The gent
Okay.
has the fatherless behavior.
Or the lady. Because
Okay.
even
No, let's
us
just say
guys,
you're a young
we are-
person.
what is the solution? For my perspective, I've kind of realized it. Now you have to be intentional about it. Now you need to go into society. Find someone you admire or who fears God or who does certain things that you admire. I want to be like this. I want my life to go in that direction. Go to them and talk to them. You know what? I need a mentor. These are the problems I'm suffering. Please correct me because everyone in this society is afraid to correct someone. Because like, I'll get cancelled and stuff. So you need that. You need to be. You need to be intentional.
All right.
You really need to be intentional about that.
Okay,
On that-
pastor has an
I think the best.
The pastor's dropping a bomb, guys. Listen.
Okay, number one, if you're still lying to yourself or minimizing the wrong that you're doing, you're not yet ready to get out of that fatherless behavior. Because if you're still telling yourself that stealing a sweet is not that bad,
Hiroshima on people.
you're still on the wrong path.
Oh gosh!
Because
Oh my goodness, that was deep.
From my life, I used to have a really bad lying problem.
like white lies.
Always the bastard.
you know, like I was saying, remember what I was saying? You know, what? If you're a good liar, it's easy for you to speak to let people know, to help people learn. So
Yes.
the pastor, you know.
Yeah, to speak the truth to people.
Yes. No, relax.
You see,
Relax.
No, you know, he was a good liar. Yes, but now he's telling us nothing but the truth.
No.
Come on,
No, that's not right.
He read the verse on the beast.
Yeah. So I had to be honest with myself because I remember there's a situation where I was in Form 2 and one of my white lies and gaslighting and, you know, all those
Types of lies.
types of things led to two of my roommates fighting to the point where one was holding a cricket bat, one was holding a hockey bat.
This man was
And
crazy.
it got stopped luckily by two other of our roommates. We got caught, you know, for disturbing noise because it was late at night. It was like 10 and lights out was at 8:30. So we're in our dean's office and I remember his wife just looked at me and she was like, "I'm so disappointed in you. Why did you have to be the agent of this fight?"
Wow.
bad.
You know, and I really, you know, took it deeply because I then thought about it. I'm like, if I hadn't said those things, if I had kept my mouth shut, they would have argued, gone to sleep. That would have been it. But after that, you know, I really saw that no, this is a problem. I have a problem and it needs to stop. So if you don't start there,
You can never. So basically, we're saying that it starts from an inner reflection for you to then realize, Kuti, I know, you know what, I have a problem. Then you address it accordingly. Yeah.
Self, you know, what do they call it?
Self,
Self-realization.
yeah, you
Yeah.
have to, you know. And from what I'm getting, we have a generation where a lot of people are not raised by fathers. So even as gents, you don't even know how to be
My father.
men or how to be a father because you didn't even grow up. Some people have fathers in the house, but they didn't actually teach you anything.
Yeah.
They were just there.
They were just there, stick figures, just drinking.
Stick
And-
figures.
And then it also translates to what you're saying. The woman that you may date, she may have not even, she doesn't even know how to respect a man.
Yeah.
That means even in your household, she won't respect you. That
Because
means
she's never respected a man in her life.
exactly making her become a beast.
Yeah.
Not even in the.
Why did you have to go
Did you have to go to the beast thing? I think you were saying everything proper.
No, like, you're on the street. You're the straight and narrow.
No. And that's what happens. We all become devils, like you're saying, and sometimes we don't realize it.
But at the
Because-
same time, we also need to understand people. I feel like as much as someone might be a beast, we also need to understand where it's coming from. Because
No.
with some people, you know what? It's because that's now them.
No. I'm not disputing that. I'm saying understand where they're coming from. Even as homies, understand, oh, okay, this guy is a beast. He grew up being beaten. He grew up what? But also at the same time, it also puts you in a position to make a decision as well. Are you willing to deal with it or not?
Yeah.
Yeah, if it's
That's also another thing.
Yeah.
And how much of a beast are they? Because there's levels.
Oh, well, I feel like as much as there's levels, anyone can change if they want to.
Yeah, if they want to.
They want to.
Yeah.
But if they're not willing to, then that's not my beast to tame.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
also I
that's
feel
true.
like some people's hearts. Let me use Sia for example. Sia has a big heart. Sia might be able to handle someone that's been through so much. I don't have that capacity, so I might not be able to handle
to
or
handle that.
to accommodate that person as much as they can. So that's shout out. Sia is single. He has a big heart. Plugging my bros. I'm a G. I'm a G like that, man. Yeah, but don't
Now
please
we're
don't
back
come
to
with
marketing.
too much baggage, you know. But anyway, yeah. But I feel like it's to each to their own. If you have a big heart and you can accommodate that, and you're understanding and patient, then go for it. Just some people are just. I'm not that. Unfortunately, I'm not. I don't think I have a big enough heart to also accommodate someone. Because remember, we all have our flaws, and I might also have fatherless behavior. And then you bring your fatherless behavior. Wow. Wow.
Let's imagine a combination of
Sure.
a boyfriend and a girlfriend with fatherless behavior, and they don't want to, and they don't know how to deal with it.
That's a toxic relationship.
That's very toxic.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's a toxic relationship. Yeah. So
So it's a matter of just.
Anyways, because of time, before we have another technical glitch. Yeah, I think we have like 2 minutes left. So just to wrap it up, gents, what do you think is the way forward? Just a young 20 seconds each, because we can't have another technical glitch.
Personally, I feel like as guys, as men, I think we need to pray more, invest our time more in the Lord, because at the end of the day, it's about finding our purpose and finding who we are and what it means to be an individual.
Okay, my personal opinion as a gent is invest in finding yourself a mentor, someone you look up to, someone who will keep you in line, someone who will be the father if you never had the father.
Yes.
So invest in finding yourself a mentor, not a daddy. Find yourself a mentor.
daddy, not a daddy. Are you talking about a daddy or a daddy?
Get a mentor, get a father, not a dad.
Daddy.
Okay.
The bomb. Hiroshima,
No.
guys. Wait for Hiroshima.
I'm just gonna go back to what I said. It starts with you. So start with yourself, fix those problems, because you can't expect anyone else to come in and fix them for you. If you're not gonna do the work on you yourself. And another part of, trying to change fatherless behavior is practicing forgiveness. That's a whole big thing on its own, but forgiveness.
For people with 2 minutes,
Forgiveness of self, forgiveness of others. Really dig into that.
Man. Like, how do I come after that, man? Like, I should have gone first, bro.
I'm last, dog.
Gasadaro.
Pakashata.
Yeah. I think for
I
me,
feel like all the clips are going to have Theo in this.
yeah, bro.
No, there's one. There's one.
Peace and woman. Crazy. I think for me, John 3:16, for God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten son. Then whosoever believes in him shall not hey, you guys just now I forgot what it said. Yeah, shall not perish but have eternal life. Jesus says, I'm the way, the truth, and the life. No one goes before me. No one goes to the Father except through me. So if you don't have a relationship with Jesus, and if you're not a Christian, I'm saying Jesus is the only way that you can have or retain a relationship with God. And God is the one that gives you purpose. We can say what we want to say. Life has no formula, but God, the designer, has a formula for you. So that's my shout out to you, that although you're watching this thing and we've excited you and stuff like that Jesus is the way, the truth, and the life, and you should have a personal relationship with him if you don't know him. Yeah, shout out.
Hey, look at it, man's clicking passes like yes. What is this? Like what? I don't even know how I'm gonna top any of you. It's a problem of going last. All I'll say, okay, the last time I said something foul, I was told by one of the
We'll
people,
clip you, dog.
Say, nah, don't go foul. Shout out to her. She said, I'm making this part specifically for you. Okay, I'll be soft now. I think as a man, just make sure you have a purpose. Make sure you have good people around you. Because as they say, you are the average of the 5 people you're around. So that could be a mentor. That could be a friend or whoever. And of course, number one, having a relationship with God, continue praying. Don't marry a beast. I'm sorry.
Oh man,
You just had to say that.
No, it's an itch. You had to scratch it.
Yeah.
Or a dog.
Or a dog.
Or a dog.
Alright, yeah.
So when they say men are dogs, do they mean taps? Is that what you're saying? No, I'm asking. Because that's what he said, dog. That's what he said. Wow. That's what he said. That's what he said. So is it
I'm going to cut this out.
wait, so is it men, dog, men? Buzz.
No, that's not fair.
Oh, man.
You know what? It's okay. I'll clip myself. But yeah, don't marry a dog or a beast. You know, I'm as the dog. But I know, in all seriousness, yeah, no, man. Just be with the right people around you. Have a purpose. Read your Bible. Pray every day. And I'm sure you'll be fine. Of course, this is an ongoing conversation because we still have pressures. There's still more. But I think as long as you got gents like these, we'll be fine. As for me, thank you so much for watching. I'm happy because Pastor Theodore, he might get cancelled. I think it's gonna be a bunch of emotions, and I'm gonna make clips just for that. I'll start with the good ones, and then there'll be bees. And then he says something nice. Then he's definitely getting cancelled. Then he will just it'll be the same thing, you know, because fatherless behavior. No. But yeah, until next time.
Yeah, don't forget to thank the mistress.
Oh yes,
Yeah,
yes.
because they
Shout out. No,
shout out to the mistress. You
Oh,
need
no.
to do that.
Oh,
She
no.
gave you this time, you know.
Yeah, no,
Oh,
shout out.
hey, I have to do checkup now, so shout out, baby. You know, I love you. You know,
Hey, I know I'm single, but don't rub it in our faces.
But yeah, definitely, if you want to be on the podcast, you can just DM us. Shout out to Illuminate Media, again for hosting us. And be nice in the comment section, please.
Don't be nice, especially to the pastor. Don't be nice. They're coming for you, pastor. They're coming for you.
You want to talk to me directly? He can hook it up. We'll have 1v1s. Don't worry.
Yeah. Oh no, pastor doesn't mind. He doesn't mind.
He doesn't mind one-on-ones. Don't worry.
But if you're a woman, no one-on-one. Yeah. Peace, yeah.
Shout out.